Testing, testing. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings to you wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome back to my channel. Yeah. So as usual, I am here just to uh, break down a trade that I took or that I have taken that I am currently in, and also trades that I plan to take. So Uh, before the start of this week, I had my analysis done, and this is on gold. Let's start with gold. Mostly, I trade two pairs. I trade gold and Nasdaq. So from the start of this week, I had my analysis and everything done. So my plan was to look out for entries around this region. And this is all, and all of this have been posted on YouTube via the post channel or via the YouTube community. So it is not as if I'm sharing things that have happened and I'm trying to take glory for it. Yeah. So I shared this post. I had my analysis, and per the analysis, I'm supposed to take an entry from here because I had this place marked. You can see that I have it marked, and then per confirmation entry, I have certain confluences that I look out for. So per that confluence, I labeled this part, this section, which is the immediate high. Let me grab the trend tool again, the immediate high, and then I plot it to this side to say that if a candle should engulf or break through this current trend line that I have here, mostly I call it the trend confirmation. So I label that part as trend confirmation. So after it has broken this level that I have marked as trend confirmation, I come down to look for entries at a place that I think the market should come tap in and then fly off. So for the entry, I had my entry on this candle. I had my entry on this candle. I had my entry on this candle. I had my entry on this candle here because I realized that 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 would be the best place for me to get a good RR for my trade. So I left the trade, set my buy limit and everything, left the trade, and I came back after 12 hours. I have all this thing documented on my post, on the community post on YouTube. After 12 hours, I came back and I realized that the trade that I have here hasn't been triggered in, and the market just kept on moving. Listen, you you wouldn't be able to explain what pain is until you have experienced this. Having your analysis right, setting your buy limits, waiting for price to just tag you in and move according to your buy, according to the buyers, and price leaves your entry and keeps flying off. I got so pissed. I well, should I say pissed? I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy when I came back to see that my trade hasn't been triggered. So what did I do? I wanted to take another entry. So I looked for a confirmation entry around this region right here. And I'm going to show you proofs via MT5. So you can see that I actually took the trades, but like it didn't go well for me. So I had my entry around here to see price move back up. And then what happened? It kept on dropping. It kept on dropping. It kept on dropping. So at this point, let me take off uh, this. At this point, at this last bearish candle, I was at drawdown. My drawdown was at 60% of my risks. So I was risking 1% of my account. And at this point, my drawdown was at 60% of my risks. And price is not showing me any signs of moving back up. What did I do? I closed from the trade. I closed out because I wanted to cut out. I wanted to cut out the losses. So I closed that, and look at what happened. Immediately, price flew back up. It flew. It flew. Listen, I have, I have never, I have never felt this kind of pain before. It flew. Just immediately taken out, or I mean, uh, closing out from the trade on this bearish candle, on this last bearish candle, because because drawdown was at 60% of my rigs. And immediately after closing out of the trade, look at what the look at market. Look, just look. At this point, I didn't know what to do again. I didn't know what to do again. Yeah, all I could have done was, I could have, but I was so pained to the extent that I didn't even want to stare at my PC anymore. You get it? So, but I could have actually taken a buy at the close of this 1 hour candle so that I could enjoy the profits all the way from here to the upside. But I left it because I was pained. I won't lie to you. I was pained. I was pained. It's really a hurting moment for me. So I left the trade running, let it run. So then, okay. So before we go to the current trade that I'm in, let me show you the evidences on MT5. So let's have this MT5. This is gold. Yeah. So this was the portion where I had the first trade, which was not triggered in. Okay. And then this is the point where I had the second trade, looking forward for a push back up. But then it kept dropping up to this point. You see? So at this point, I had to opt out. And it looks like immediately I got out of the trade. Look, look, look. It kept flying, and it's flying. It's still flying. Yo, well, I entered this trade. You might think it's FOMO, but it's not FOMO because I actually entered at the right spot, and you realize it was a good trade. But because the market has messed up my psychology, I thought I was going to lose, or I thought this downtrend was going down here to get to trigger my earlier position. So I had to opt out of this trade, and immediately I opt out. Look, immediately I opt out of the trade at a 60% risk reward and drawdown. Look, so mostly my captions, I say W for wins and L for lessons. So I have learnt the lessons. Next time, I'll just know what to do. Maybe hold on a bit longer, or wait for the SL to be destroyed. Then I can I can draw my conclusion that, well, it didn't work, because I knew that I was at the right spot for a continuation entry. I knew it. But the losses and the earlier trade not being triggered got into my head, and they messed up my psychology. Okay, enough of that. So let's go back to trading view on gold, and then I'll show you my current entry. Listen, if there is something that I like about myself, it is how spot on my entries are. Well, nobody will blow. No, I mean, nobody will blow my whistle. I got to blow it myself. Look, look at this entry here. Look at this entry here. The pullback just sniped in. Let me just move this by to a little bit to the right so you can see the wick of the candle. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it here. You see that wick? Yeah, that is how much of a sniper entry my entries are. So most times, when I have entries that are closing with full body candles, I get worried because not get worried. I am sure I am still on. I am still entering at the right stage, at the right spot, but I mean it messes me up because this is what I have been like I have trained myself to see. So if it doesn't wig out and it start closing with full body candles, I mean, it messes me up. So look at this. I am currently in this trade after being messed up twice on this same uh, instrument, which is XAUUSD. I caught another continuation trade, and look at it. I'm going to hold this till I see it can't hold anymore, and then I will exit because look at how much I have lost. Look from this point all the way to this point. Can you imagine how much profit I would have made if my trade had been triggered from here, and if I had not closed out from my continuation position from here? Can you imagine how much I would have made? So now I am in this continuation trend, uh, hoping that price push me or takes me up to the level that I see possible. But uh, this is going to be a resistance zone. It's going to be a resistance zone. But if hopefully price should break this, if it should break this level, then I am targeting this level, and I'm going to add up entries after price have broken this level that I have marked here. If it breaks this and it closes with a full body candle, I am going to look for a continuation entry again and then push it up to this level. So we see what will happen at that stage, at that point too. But currently, I am in this trade on gold. Now, that's enough for gold. Let me show you what I also have on Nasdaq. Let me show you what I have on Nasdaq. Yeah, listen. So here's another trade on Nasdaq. It's also in a very, 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 very bullish trend. But look, I just caught this trade on Nasdaq, and it's also wigging in. It's also wigged in, and it went up, but I see that it's coming down again to my entry. But I am very hopeful that it's going to push up. So I mean, this is what I've been up to this week. uh, I forcefully took a loss. I mean, what should I say? I willingly took a loss because my psychology was messed up and my other trades wasn't triggered in. So I'm trying to see if I can catch a trade on Nasdaq too. I have this TP open because Nasdaq is very bullish, and I'm hoping to catch a few more pips than a 3 hour. So I have it opened. I'll be monitoring to see how far it takes me. Yeah, so that is it. You can see it comes in and then it wakes off. Is I hope, or I know it is going to wig out and then continue pushing to the top. So as you can see, that's what's happening now. It was actually somewhere here. It was actually somewhere here. I have my magnets on, so it was uh, it was actually somewhere here, but I see that it's closing down. It's coming back into my entry, but I know it will wig out and then move away. So that is it. Cool, 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 cool. I just wanted to share this with you. And if you see this, kindly like, subscribe. I have 0 subscribers now, but I am not trying to be a YouTuber. I'm only trying to journal my trades via video and keep it on this channel, and also to share my thoughts. So if you see this video and it makes sense to you, and you want to connect with me, or you I mean, you feel my vibe and you want to subscribe, kindly do so. Leave a comment and share this to your friends and family. Let's connect. I am mostly posting than uh, making videos. Yeah, mostly I am posting on the community, on the YouTube community via post, than making videos. I only make the videos when I actually have time. I'm not trying to be a YouTuber, and when I make the videos, I don't edit them. I don't put thumbnails on them. I just post them as it is, because I don't have time to be doing all those. Yeah, so I just record what I am doing, what I have done, and then I just share it straight, raw. So please like this video, share, and leave a comment. Thank you so much. Uh, if 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 for instance you want to also take trades with me, I share this on my post. I share this on my post even before the trade is triggered in. So for example, let me just take you to my YouTube community to see. So this is the trade on Nasdaq. This is the trade on Nasdaq. So for you to be sure that I'm also taking the trade, I share the trading view snippet, and then I also share the MT5 snippet. So you can see that these are the entry points and this is the SL on MT5 that I have waiting. These are my buy limits that I have waiting for. I have waiting for it to be triggered in. And then this is the projection or the forecast that I have on a particular on Nasdaq. So I shared this trade about 2 hours ago, and the the trade is now manifesting. So you see, if maybe you follow me, you might also be catching some of these entries with me, and then we can all enjoy the benefit. Well, I am still a beginner. I'm only a year and a month old since I joined the trading community. And so I'm just still trying to perfect my craft, and also get more experiences, as in entry, SL placement, risk management, psychology, and all that. Well, I'm not perfect. You can see I almost got. I had FOMO yesterday. You realize, by getting a continuation entry, because I didn't have my entry triggered in. I had FOMO, and I entered a continuation position, which was actually good, but I had to close out again because my drawdown was getting into my head. And then after closing, it went straight in my direction. So that is it. Yeah, and then also, this is my trade on gold, the continuation entry that I currently have running. This continuation entry that I have running, I also